Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have two interesting topics for today's show, in which the first one is the importance of cameras out on the street, and the second topic is people who speed need to be put in prison. So let's get right into this. Let's start with the first topic, the importance of cameras out on the street, especially speed cameras. Okay. Um, this morning when I woke up, I read a very sad uh, uh, news article in the local newspaper in which it stipulated that a pedestrian who was crossing the street got hit by a car. Okay, and the ambulance showed up on the scene and was transporting that pedestrian to one of the local hospitals. And during the process of the ambulance transporting that pedestrian, another accident happened in which a van or whatever the hell it was T-boned that ambulance that was transporting the pedestrian to one of the local hospitals. And that van or whatever it was hit the ambulance so hard that it knocked the ambulance on its side. It tipped the ambulance over. Okay. And unfortunately, the pedestrian that the ambulance was transporting to the hospital, that pedestrian died in that second car accident. And the ambulance workers were injured and stuff like that. And I think the driver of that van or whatever it was also injured. Now, the news media was there and pictures were taken and stuff like that. And this is why I can't stress enough the importance of cameras out on the street, especially the speed cameras. And I say, fuck you to all the people out there who say they got too many speed cameras out there. Well, if you pulled your head out of your asses and stop acting like a bunch of fucking retards and don't speed, you don't have to worry about being caught by speed cameras, you morons. Okay? And the speed cameras also pick up other things that go on out there too, and which New York City mayor made it a rule that about littering, because there's been a lot of people who pull their vehicles over to the side and decide that it's intelligent to take all their garbage out of their vehicles and dump it onto the fucking sidewalk on the street. Bunch of fucking morons, right? So now these cameras that are out there capture a lot of these assholes, a lot of these fucking waste of life that will never amount to a fucking thing. The cameras capture them, and then the city goes after them, tows their vehicle, and then fines those vehicle owners, those drivers or whatever it is, $4,000. Good. I would raise that even higher. And then you can't get your vehicle back. You're done. You're finished. And then they cry like a bunch of fucking babies. No, don't feel bad for these motherfuckers. Don't feel bad for them. No fucking pity parties. No, because they just want to cry like a bunch of fucking babies and get away with doing every illegal thing possible. That's why they cry, because they got caught and they don't like it. So tough shit. Too fucking bad. Now, let's get back to the first thing that I was talking about, that incident that happened, where this van or whatever it was that T-boned the ambulance and killed that innocent pedestrian that was being transported to the hospital. I was just saying this on my show, Disabled Reality, on Spreaker.com, that I hope to God I hope to God that that driver of that van or whatever it was fucking dies. I hope to God. Okay? And because I don't feel bad for them, because I was always told that this, it's not the vehicle that's the killer, it's the person behind the wheel that's the killer. Okay? Because if that vehicle is parked on the street or on this or the driveway or whatever, that vehicle cannot move. It's the motherfucker that gets behind the wheel that's the killer. Plain and simple. And we got to stop having this pity party and feeling bad for these people that get behind the wheel and then kill an innocent person and injure innocent people. Okay? And I'm very sure that reports are going to come back that that driver, that van or whatever it was fucking high on drugs and all this other shit. That's another reason why I don't fucking feel bad for people like that. I do not fucking feel bad for them. I would make their life so fucking miserable. I would put their asses in prison, put them in for life, and let the fucking inmates kill them. Good, 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 good. The only people that I feel bad for, and the only people that anyone should feel bad for, is that innocent pedestrian that died in the ambulance when that van T-boned the ambulance, right? Feel bad for that person who died, that innocent, and I'll say it again, that innocent pedestrian. Okay? And we also need to feel bad for the family of that innocent pedestrian. We need to feel bad for those ambulance workers and their families. Okay? Because now those ambulance workers are probably injured and probably can't go back to work anymore, can't pay their bills, can't support their families and whatever. So, seriously. And then I'm sure the driver of that van or whatever was going to say, I didn't see the fucking ambulance. I didn't know the fucking ambulance was going to be turning. I didn't see them. Listen, it was pure fucking daylight out, you goddamn retard. Okay? And you can't say you didn't see or hear the ambulance because the fucking ambulance is a huge white truck. And again, it was in pure daylight, okay, with sirens going and the flashes on. So you don't give me the fucking bullshit story you didn't see the fucking ambulance. Or you didn't hear the ambulance. You didn't know what the ambulance was doing. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Okay? And all legal drivers know that 911 responders, your drivers gotta stop for them and let them go. They're heading to an emergency to save somebody else's life. Okay, the law stipulates you gotta let them go. So I don't feel bad for this motherfucking driver of that van or whatever it was. And you know what? Like I said, I hope that driver of that van dies in a hospital, or if they survive their injuries, I hope that the judge puts that driver in a fucking prison cell for the rest of his or her life and let the fucking inmates kill them. Good. That's what we need. We need strict rules and regulations, ladies and gentlemen. We need to bring back discipline because it's been gone for way too long. Way too long. Okay? Seriously. Honestly. And, fuck these tree huggers or religious people and saying, you gotta feel bad for them. You boo-hoo, hoo-hoo-hoo. No, I don't fucking feel bad for that driver of that van or whatever it was. Nobody should feel bad for that fucking person. They goddamn well knew what they were doing when they got behind the wheel and put the fucking key in the goddamn ignition. Seriously. Honestly. Don't feel bad for them. No. Absolutely not. No. The only people to feel bad for, as I said before, is that innocent pedestrian, okay, that ambulance was transporting to the hospital, and the family of that innocent pedestrian, those ambulance workers and their families. That's the only people to feel bad for. Okay? Nobody else. Not that driver of the van or whatever it was. And again, they can't give any excuses of I didn't know that the ambulance was there. I didn't see it. Bullshit. Bullshit. Don't give a bullshit story. I hope you get a fucking army drill sergeant strict of a fucking judge and it throws the book at them. Seriously. Honestly. Because things like this, ladies and gentlemen, severely piss me the hell off. So, but anyways, this is what we need. We need to get discipline back. We need to do it. There is no other choice. Honestly. And here's the other thing I want people to really think about. Ladies and gentlemen, just close your eyes for just a moment and imagine this. Imagine how fast that van or whatever it was, imagine how fast that van was going. And when it hit the ambulance, when it T-boned the ambulance and knocked that ambulance on its side, imagine how fast that van must have been going to do that. That van had to have been going very fast in order to do that. So, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for drivers like that. I don't feel bad for them. Like I said, I only feel bad for the ones that I just mentioned. But I don't feel bad for those drivers. So, but anyways, like I said, I hope that driver, that van, if they go to court, I hope that the judge charges them with murder and attempted murder